Hello everyone, today I'm gonna do 2016 May-June paper 2 variant 2. Let's get it started. Question 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's 5 to the right hand side, that means negative. So this is what you write. 5.74 times 10 to the power of negative 5. Calculate this in the calculator. Use the calculator to get the answer, and you will get 7.98. Write 3.5897 correct to 4 significant figures. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 is the fourth. And now if 7 is more than 5, then round. If it's less, then okay, it's more, so we're gonna round. That means 9 is gonna be more, so it's gonna round again until we reach 8. 8 is gonna be 9, and so it's gonna be 3.59. But they want 4, so add a 0 right here. So this is 4 significant figures. A quadrilateral has a rotational symmetry of order 2 and no lines of symmetry. Write down the mathematical name of this quadrilateral. Order 2, no line of symmetry. That's a rhombus. From the list of numbers, write down the square numbers. Okay, that's easy. 9, 16. A prime factor of 99. A prime factor of 99. Prime factor, that means it's either 1 or the number itself. No, sorry, 5. Okay, 11. 11. It's the only number here that if you divide 99 by, you get an answer. Whole number answer. Simplify 1 over 2 x to the power of 2 over 3 all to the power. Alright, separate them. 1 over 2 to the power of 3 and x to the power of 2 over 3 to the power of 3. And so expand. 1 to the power of 3 is 1, 2 to the power of 3 is 8. And this 3 is going to cancel this, so it's going to be x squared. 1 over 8 x squared. A map is drawn to a scale of 1 to 1 million. A forest on the map has an area of 4.6 centimeters square. Calculate the actual area of the forest in square kilometers. Alright, now first thing, so of course this 1 million is in centimeter and this one is in centimeter. We're gonna have to convert the million centimeter to kilometers. So first thing, you divide by 100 to turn it into a meter, and you will get 1, 2, 3, 4. Then divide by 1,000 to get in kilometers. End up with 10. So it's 10 kilometers. It's 1 to 10 kilometers. 1 centimeter to 10 kilometers. But this centimeter is in square, right? So you have to square both. Square 1 square is 1. 10 square is 100. So 100 kilometer square. This is centimeter square. So write down 4.6 centimeter square under the 1 right here, and then cross multiply. 4.6 times 100 kilometers square divided by 1. That would give you 460 kilometers square. Solve the inequality. X over 3 plus 5 is bigger than 2. So multiply all by 3 to get rid of the denominator. So x plus 15 is bigger than 6. Take 5 to the other side. So x is bigger than, that's negative 15 plus 6 is negative 9. So x is bigger than negative 9. A regular polygon has an interior angle of 172 degrees. Find the number of sides of this polygon. So we can use this equation, which is interior angle. Let's say that's 172 equals 180 minus 360 over n, which is the number of sides. So after I write that, not find n, that's easy enough. 180, move it to the other side, you'll get negative 8, and negative 360 over n. Negative and negative switch sides, you end up with 360 over n equals 8. Multiply both by n to move n to the denominators. So 360 equals 8n. Divide by 8, and n equals 45. So there are 45 sides. Make p the subject of the formula. So it's basically 3p. Move the p's to one side and 5 to the other side. And so it's 8r minus 5. And then take the common, which is p, and you'll get r minus 3. 8r minus 5. Divide both sides by r minus 3 to get p, and that's the answer, 8r minus 5 over r minus 3. Yes. Okay, question 11. Shahrukh plays 4 games of golf. His 4 scores have a mean of 75, a mode of 78, and a median of 77. Work out his 4 scores. Okay, this is a bit tricky. So let's start with the median, because it's the easiest. We know that the median is the number in the middle. And so there are 4 slots right here. So there's no middle here. This is the middle. So let's try 76 and 78. How did I know that? 76 plus 78 divided by 2 is 77. So that's right. 77 should be here. Okay. And now that we got 76 and 78, let's move to the mode. Mode means that the most repeated number. So the most repeated number is 78, and we already have a 78 here. That means there's one more 78. Okay, so if 2, that means the most repeated number. And now what's left is the mean. Let's name this last lot x. What does the mean mean? Alright, mean. Anyways, what does the mean mean? It's this plus this plus this plus this over 4. So we said that the first lot is x, so x plus 76 plus 78 plus 78 over 4, and we know that the mean is 75, equals 75. Now it's a basic equation. Multiply both sides by 4 to get rid of the denominator. You will end up with 300, and if you add this, you get 232 plus x. Move 232 to the other side, and you'll get x equals 68. So it's 68. Alright. Now question 12. Write the recurring decimal 0.36 as a fraction. Give your answer in simplest form. Okay, now the recurring here is the 6, not the 3. So as you can see here, the 3 is the same and 6 is repeated. So you separate them. 0.3 and 0.6 recurring. Convert 0.3 into a fraction, it's going to be 3 over 10, and then convert 0.6 recurring to a fraction. How do you do that? 0.06, not 0.6. How do you do that? Normally when there are two decimal spaces here, places or slots, you do over 100, right? When you convert any decimal to a fraction, for example 0.25, if you convert this to a fraction, you get 25 over 100. But with recurring decimals, it's over 99. It's always over 99. So what you do here is 6 over 99. And then you add these two fractions together, and you'll get your answer, which is 119 over 330. Okay. Now question 13. The base of a triangle is 9 centimeters. Correct to the nearest centimeter. Okay, this is a lower bound, upper bound question, so pay attention to the nearest centimeter and the nearest 5 centimeters square. The area of this triangle is 40 centimeters square. Correct to the nearest 5 centimeters square. So as we usually do, you write 9 centimeter in the middle and 40 in the middle as well, and then you write here lower bound and here upper bound. And now the 9 centimeter is to the nearest centimeter. So it's 8.5, the lower bound is 8.5, and the upper bound is 9.5. Because if you round the 9.5, you get 10. If you round 8.5, you get 9. And now the lower bound of 40, nearest the 5 centimeters square, is 35 and 45. Alright, now that we have this, let's continue the question. Calculate the upper bound for the perpendicular height of this triangle. Perpendicular height. So what's the equation for the triangle, area of triangle? It's half times base times height. Okay, now we know that the area is 45, but they want the upper bound answer, the biggest possible answer, which is, so you're going to take the upper bound of the 40, because later on it's going to be divided, right? So you need the biggest number, which is 45, equals half times base. The base, we're going to take the lower bound, which is 8.5, not the upper bound. Why is that? Because later on we're going to have this value right here on this side divided by this value right here. We want the lowest possible value to get the highest possible value, largest possible value. Okay, 8.5 times h. Now half times 8.5 is 4.25. 4.25 h equals 45. Divide both by 4.25, and h will equal 10.588. So 10.6 if you round that. Okay, well, without using calculator, work out to 5 over 8 times 3 over 7. So this is a mixed number converted into an improper fraction. 2 times 8 plus 5. 2 times 8, that's 16, plus 5 is 21. 21 over 8 times 3 over 7. Okay, you'll get 63 over 56. Simplify that because they want it in the lowest term. Divide by 7, and you will get 9 over 8. They want it also as a mixed number, not an improper fraction. So as a mixed number, it will be 1 over 8. Okay, question 15. Yx square can be written in the form which is completing the square. Find the value of a in form. So complete the square. What you do is brackets x plus b over 2 square plus C minus the square of b over 2. So this is the formula of the equation to complete the square. So let's fill that in. X plus b over 2, which is 7 over 2 square, plus c, which is negative 5, so plus and minus is minus, so minus 5, minus b over 2, 7 over 2 square. And now simplify that. X plus 7 over 2 is 3.5 square, and minus 5 minus 7 over 2 is 3.5. 3.5 square is 12.25. Now again, x plus 3.5 square minus 5 minus 12.25, that's minus 17.25. Okay, now a is 3.5 and b is negative 17.25. And now question 16, solve the simultaneous equations, show you all your working. So we're going to use the substitution method. So now make y the subject here, take 3x the other side and divide by 4. So y equals 14 minus 3x over 4. Now we have the value of y, substitute y in the second equation, so it's 5x plus 2, 14 minus 3x over 4 equals 21. Now expand the bracket, start with the bracket first, plus 2 times 14, that's 28, 2 times negative 3x, negative 6x over 4 equals 21. And I multiply all by 4 to get rid of the denominator. 20x plus 28 minus 6x, 21 times 4, that's 84. 84, right? Yes, it's 84. And so take 28 to the other side. 20 minus 6, that's 14x. 28, move it to the other side, you will get 56. Divide by 14 both sides, x will equal 4. And now that we have the value of x, we can substitute it in the first equation right here. Y equals, to find that y, minus 3, 4 over 4. Now y equals half. So you can either write that in decimal form or fraction, doesn't really matter. I prefer to write in decimal form. So the diagram shows triangle ABC using a straight edge and a compass only. Construct the bisector of angle ABC. I can't do that, but I'm going to show you how to do it using what do they call it? A compass. You place it here, a point here, and then you make a mark right here, and then you mark right here as well, and then you take your compass again and place it here or there to the other side, doesn't really matter, pick one, and then mark in the middle, and then with the same distance, without changing the distance of the compass, put it here and also mark, and then draw a straight line. That's a bisector, perpendicular bisector of an angle, a bisector of angle. That's how it looks like. Right now, draw the locus of points inside the triangle that are 3 centimeters from AC. 3 centimeters from AC, what does that mean? 3 centimeters. You get your compass again, and then you calculate 3 centimeters. Make sure the distance apart in the compass is 3 centimeters, and then draw a circle around C, which is 3 centimeters. And draw a circle around A. Draw a circle around A, which is 3 centimeters again, and then draw a line inside. Yes, that's the line they want. Okay, now draw the locus of points inside the triangle that are 3 centimeters apart. Okay, now done. Now sequence, find the nth term of each of these sequences. Okay, this is a linear sequence, so it's quite easy. So the distance apart each one is 3, 3, 3, and 3. So this is going to be 3n plus the first term. What is the first term? 16 minus 3 to get the previous one. It's going to be 13. So it's 13. That's how you do it. And then of course experiment. Make sure using calculator, write this down in the calculator and substitute the values of the terms, number of terms, and see if it's correct or not. And now as for this, okay, this is a bit tricky. For this kind of sequence, which is the multiplications of 3, multiply by 3, use this formula, AR to the power of n minus 1. And so A is the first term, which is 1, R is the factor, which is 3, and n is the number of sides, so n plus 1. So this is the equation, 3 to the power of n plus 1. So now question 19. It is estimated that the world's population is growing at a rate of 1.14% per year. On January 1st, 2014, the population was 7.23 billion. Find the expected population on January 1st, 2020. Use the, forgot what's called, this formula, which is A equals P 1 plus R over 100 to the power of T. So A is 7 point, sorry, now we want to find A, which is the expected population 2020. P is 7.23. 1 plus R is the ratio, it's 1.14 over 100, and T is the time, which is 6 years. How did I find out it's 6 years? 2020 minus 2014 equals 6. So work this out in the calculator, you'll get 7.738. So the answer is 7.74 billion. Now find the year when the population is expected to reach 10 billion. Now for this question, you have to find the T, right? T is in the indices, it's an indices form. And how can you find an unknown indices? Unknown power, how can you find that? The only way to find such a thing is using logarithm, log. And log, I know that it's not covered in the math syllabus, but you have to use it here. It's easy, I'll show you how to do it. So they want 10 billion, to reach 10 billion, so it's 10, 7.23. We know that A is 10, and the P is 7.23, 1 plus 1.14, because the ratio didn't change, 100, T. Now the unknown is T here, it's the power, right? So how to do that? How to find the unknown and the power? You use log. But first, before you use log, simplify this first. Divide by 7.23. Divide by 7.23. You'll get 1.383. 1 equals 1 plus 1.14 over 100 to the power of T. Okay, now that we have this, now we're going to use log. Take log for both sides. Log 1.383. 1 equals log 1 plus 1.1400. But notice here, when you use log, the power goes down. It goes down till here. So it's going to be t log 1 blah blah. Okay. Alright, now that we have t there, now it's easy. Now you just use the calculator, key in, press the log button, and then key in the number beside it. You'll get 0.14085 equals t times this value, log 1 plus 1.14 over 100 is going to be 0.0049229. Use as many decimals as you can for the accuracy of the answer, to make sure that the answer is accurate. And so divide both sides by to get t. Divide by 0.0049229, and then you'll get t equals 28.6, and that's number t. But they want the year, they don't want the time taken. So you're gonna add 2014, because we use 7.23, 2014 plus 28.6. That will give you 2042.6 years. Sorry, I don't write years because that's a year. And the year 2042.6, but they want a year, so it's going to be 2042, not 0.6. 0.6 doesn't count. That's the answer. I hope you understand that. And okay, moving on to the next question. Question 20. That's histogram. Okay. Now find the number of trains that Deborah recorded. So what you do here before you get started, do this now. 0.0 to 2.5. Write like this, 0 to 2.5. And then you write 2.5 to 0. And then 2.5 to 5. And then 5 to 10. 10 to 15, 15 to 25, because it's one whole one. It's like this. Alright, now you have the time. So now what you do is, this is 2.5, right? So the first one is 2.5, and 2.5 to 5 is also 2.5. This distance and this distance, and now 5 to 10 is 10. Sorry, 5. And 10 to 15 is also 5, and 15 to 25 is 10. Okay. Now to find the frequency. Now that we have the time. Find the frequency. The frequency now 2.5 times the frequency density, you get the frequency. So 2.5 times 12 for the first one. 2.5 times 12 is 30. Let me double check that. Yes. And 2.5 times 26 is 65. So write 65 here. And for the third, 5 times 15, that's 75. And 5 times 10 is 50. 10 times, what's that, 2, that's 20. Now we add all this to find the total number of trains. 30 plus 65 plus 75 plus 50 plus 20, and you will get 240 trains. Okay, hope you understand that too. Calculate the percentage of the trains recorded that arrived more than 10 minutes late. More than 10 minutes late, which is from here to here. How much left? 10 to 15. So starting from 10 to 15, 15 to 25, which is 50 plus 20, 70. This is 50, so 70. How to calculate the percentage stuff? So 70 over the total number is 240 times 100, and you get your answer, which is 70 over 240 times 100 is 29.1%. Alright, question 21. The diagram ABC lie on the circumference of a circle, center O. Work out the size of angle ACB, which is this angle right here. Give a reason for each step of working. Okay, now they want a reason as well. So, first of all, this triangle right here, this triangle is an isosceles triangle, because what is an isosceles triangle is when two sides are equal, and obviously these two sides are equal because they're both radius of the same circle. So this equals this, that means this angle should equal this angle right here, so this is 28 as well. And we have these two angles right here, we can find this one easily. 180 plus the sum of these two angles will give us this angle. And we also know that this angle is twice this angle, is twice angle C. Why is that? Because they share the same circumference. Here's a rule: when it's in the center and this one the circumference and they share the same arc, the one in the center is twice the one at the circumference. Okay, now that's how you find the angle ACB. So how to do it, how to show it working. First thing first, write down triangle AOB. AOB is isosceles. Serious, if that's how it's spelled, I don't know. Thus, angle ABO and angle BAO are equal. Alright, now you show the working. 28, what is that? So you now to find the angle AOB, it's 180 minus 28 plus 28, and that would be 124. And so you write down angle AOB is twice angle ACB. So you show the working. 124 divided by 2, and that would equal 50, 10, 60, 62. 62, that's the answer. So now matrices, work out for M. So 4 times 5, 1, negative 3, negative 2 should equal 24, negative 12, negative 8. Work out M square. So how we do that usually? The columns, the rows multiplied by the column. That will equal 5 times 5, 25. 1 times negative 3, that's negative 3, 25 minus 3, it's 22. The second one, 5 times 1, that's 5. 1 times negative 2, it's negative 2. 5 minus 2, that is 3. And so negative 3 times 5 is negative 15, and negative 2 times negative 3, so that's this, my bad. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Negative 2 times negative 3, that's 6. 6 minus 15 plus 6 is negative 9. So negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Negative 2 times negative 2, that's 4. It's 1. And that's your answer. So find inverse. How to find the inverse? You have to find the determinant first. What is the determinant? It's AD minus BC. AD is, what is that? It's 1, 5 times negative 2, it's negative 10, minus BC, which is 1 times negative 3, which is negative 3. So negative and negative, that's positive. So negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7. That's the determinant. So in order to find the inverse, inverse, have the reciprocal of the determinant, which is 1 over 7, negative 1 over 7, times the inverse of the matrix, which is, substitute 2 and 5 and switch the sign of this. Okay. That's your answer. Question 23. Now 2 questions left. Question 23. The region R satisfies these inequalities. Okay, on the grid, draw and label the region R that satisfies these inequalities. Shade the unwanted region. So basically we have these equations, 3 equations. We draw them in this graph. So let's start with this x is, so for now, never mind the inequality sign, just imagine it's an equal sign, so it's a normal equation. So it starts with x equals 3. Where is x equals 3 in this graph? You go to the x-axis and go 3, and this is x equals 3. That's the first line. Now moving on to the next question, to the next equations. For these 2 equations, you need to come up with points and substitute. So what I mean is, this equation, 2x. So let's start off with this one. Say we gave x is 1. Let's say that x is 1. Let's find out how much is y if x is 1. So if x is 1, y is 2. This is the first point. Now we need 2 points to draw a line. So the second point, say that x is 2. If x is 2, how much is 4? If x is 2, y should equal 4. So the second point is 2 and 4. And I'll draw that in the graph. 1 and 2. 1 and 2, this is the first point. And 2 and 4, second point. 2 and 4. This is the second point. I can draw. I can draw a straight line. So this is what you do. You draw a straight line. Yes, should be a straight line that passes through the 2 points. You get what I mean? So yeah. Now moving on to the second equation. 3x plus 4y. Same thing, same procedure. Just let's say x is 1. Let's find out how much is y if x is 1. So it's 3, take 3 to the other side. It's going to be 4y. 9, 9, yeah. Divide by 4, divide by 4. Y should equal 9 over 4, which is 2.25. So the first point is it's 1 and 2.25. Second point, let's say that x is 0 because we want the y-intercept. I mean the point in the y-axis is going to be easier this way. So let's say that x is 0 plus 4y. It's going to be 4y. 3 times 0 is 0. So it's 12 divided by 4 divided by 4. Y is greater than or equal to 3. So the point here is 0 and 3. So you plot that 0 and 3. Here's the first point. The second point is 1 and 2.5. 1 and 2.5. 2.5 is somewhere here. And you draw a line. And you draw a supposedly straight line. Okay lah. Alright, now shade the unwanted region. On the grid, draw and label region R. Let's say shade the unwanted region. Ouch. So x is less than 3. That means it should be inside here. But they want the unwanted region, so it's the opposite. So we shade this. And then move to the next question. Y is less than 2x. That means the unwanted region is this one. And for the next question, the unwanted region is here. So now they want us to label the region R. This is the region R. Okay. Alright. The last question, which is vectors. In the diagram, O is the origin, OA equals A, and OC equals C, AB equals B. Alright, P is on the line AB, so that AB to PB is 2 to 1. So it's somewhere here, P, 2 to 1. So let's say this is 3. Divide this line to 3 thirds, and P should be here. This is 2 over 3, AP is 2 over 3, and PB is 1 over 3. How did we know that? 2 plus 1 is 3, and that's like ratio, working with ratio. Convert that into a fraction, so 2 over 3, 1 over 3. Now Q is the midpoint of BC, so Q is right here. Work out CB. CB is, where is CB? CB. So basically CB is CO, O plus OA plus AB. CB equals negative CB because we're going to the opposite direction of the vector. So it's negative OC plus OA plus AB. So negative OC is negative C plus A plus B. That's your answer. Starts with the positive first, minus C. And now they want the position vector of Q. What does that mean? They want OQ, because it's stated here that O is the origin. When they want the position vector, they want the vector from the origin. So it's OQ. OQ is this line with this vector. Okay, this is OQ. How would you find OQ? It's OC plus CQ. It's OC plus CQ. OC is C, we know that, plus CQ, we don't know CQ. But then we know that CQ is half of CB because Q is the midpoint. So, and CB, we know CB, it's this one right here. So it's CB over 2. Again, C plus A plus B minus C over 2. Simplify that. You'll have 1 over 2A plus 1 over 2B minus 1 over 2C plus C. Simplify it further. 1 over A plus 1 over 2B minus half plus 1 is plus half C. And so this is OQ. OQ equals half A plus 1 over 2B plus 1 over 2C. And now PQ. PQ is this one right here. So how can you find PQ? We can do it like this. OQ, OP I mean, sorry. We do like this. PQ is negative OP plus OQ. That's how we're going to go, like this first, and then like this to reach Q. But then, as you can see here, that's different directions, so it's negative. It's going to be negative OP plus OQ. And so OP, negative OP. How can you find OP? OP, it's OA plus AP. What is AP? We know that AP is 2 over 3 of B, of AB. AB is B, so it's 2 over 3B. AP, OP is OA, negative OA plus AP plus OQ. So negative OA is A plus AP. AP is 2 over 3 B plus OQ. OQ is this one that we found just now. 1 over 2A plus 1 over 2B plus 1 over 2C. So simplify this. Negative, expand the bracket, negative, negative A plus negative, negative is positive, so plus 2 over 3 B plus 1 over 2A plus 1 over 2B plus 1 over 2C. Simplify that. Negative A plus 1 over 2A, that's negative half A plus 2 over 3, 1 over 2. 2 over 3 plus 1 over 2 is 2 over 3 plus 1 over 2 is 7 over 6 plus 7 over 6 B plus 1 over 2C. That's PQ. So it's out the positive. 7 over 6 B plus 1 over 2C minus 1 over 2A. Okay, we finished. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to ask any question in the comment or recommend any paper that I should do.